Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. It came to me, especially after this morning, or last night, early this morning, whatever. Illusions. How illusions are presented on the grand scale and in your personal life scale. I talk a lot about illusions. I talk a lot about duality. I feel like I need to unpack illusions and examples, right? Because they know how people's mind operate. They know how they can use spiritual and psychological and mental warfare against you to then coerce you to make decisions or bring you in a negative headspace. That in return make you respond and react in certain ways to corroborate their lies or get you in such a negative headspace that take your own life. Those were the options for them. That's how they thought things would work out. Well, God had a different plan. We had a different plan for you. And so, that said, like, it's so funny too, I'll have conversations with my son, and how much I pick up on manipulation and gaslighting within the conversation. And generational characteristics are something that obviously are carried, but it's just crazy to me. I find it really to be unique when you are raised a certain way, but you're polar opposite than how you were raised. Like, that is an interesting concept, right? Isn't it? And so there's so many times I'll have conversations with him and I'll literally feel like I'm having a conversation with my previous boss. Some of the things he says, some of his mannerisms, how he manipulates the conversation. It's like you can very easily pick up on tactics. When you become aware that you're just being used as a pawn, and everything around you is an illusion, you can start picking up on things very quickly. An illusion of personal failure, the setup. They engineered sabotage, interrupting emails, blacklisted resumes, false violations, and whispered, "It's your fault. It's your fault." Or they allowed you to work at companies. They engineered setups based on the people that you work with. Even the residents were involved, man. Isn't that crazy? It's freaking nuts. I know. I picked on it. And it's so funny, at the time, I saw exactly what was happening. I saw exactly what was happening in my last property management there towards the end, last month, because everything that I was doing at that job and the positivity that I brought to that residence that I was working at was like flying high. The numbers were moving good. Residents were moving in. They were having good experiences. So it was like counteracting what they were saying, right? And so they had to ramp it up in September and August. And I'm going to unbreak those in my story time. And that last month, it was just so blatantly in my face. So blatantly in my face, the setups and the coercions and the lies, and people's mannerisms. Oh, it was just so obvious. It was crazy. I'm like, are y'all people on something? I'm like, I knew I was living in a crazy simulation, but it's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I'm like, what is going on here? Why do we live in a world? Like, if I did something and you guys are going to this great length to have me do these things or respond in a certain way because you say I did all of this stuff, why haven't you just taken me to jail? I just don't understand. I really freaking don't. Like, why are we almost 2 years in and we're still playing these games with my kid too? It's bizarre to me, guys. It's so bizarre to me. I just don't understand how we live in a country that does these things, that the government does these ploys. It's bizarre. You're not following, you're being resisted because you disrupt control structures. That's the thing, is I disrupt control structures. Straight up. I do indeed. Job after job was pulled after resignation. SNAP benefits denied. On technicality, you didn't fail. They pulled strings. Oh yeah, I got all the evidence of that too. All the evidence of that. I tried for months to get on benefits and they kept ignoring me. They kept ignoring my applications. I kept trying to get people on the phone. Oh, it was all, I saw that. I'm telling you, the amount of corruption that is in the state of Florida is freaking insane. Not only is it on everywhere, but state of Florida, Daddy D has got some really dirty things in his closet. And he does not want to get out. But at the end of the day, it's already getting out because of his actions. He's literally just showing the state. And I know there's people that stand with him, and good for you. But I don't stand for corruption. And that's exactly what he stands on right now. He's lost his ways along the way. He's lost his honorability. He's lost his faith. Illusion of isolation. They make you feel like no one sees you, no one believes you, and you're alone in your fight. That's for sure. They definitely did that. They isolate to weaken your credibility, but you're part of the rising remnant others are waking up to. Exactly. I'm here to wake people up. They use me as a pawn, but God allowed them to use me as a pawn. So all the while, they thought they had control, but God was controlling everything. And here we are. Here we are. They are fluffered and ruffled. Good, you should be. I'm glad that you are. I'm glad you are. Put this in your group chat. Put this in your group chat. Hello to everyone. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Happy August 3rd. I hope you guys are having a beautiful day. I'm sorry that you're so wrapped up in my testimony and my story and all up in my life. You can't quite figure out what's going on in your life. You need to go spend time with your family. You need to be better people. But we can just keep playing this game. I'll speak the silent. If I speak, they silence me. If I stay quiet, they erase me. Either way, they want me gone, but God wrote my name in ink. Brrr, bing. Bing. Illusions of technical errors. Emails disappear, screenshots get deleted, TikTok's banned with no violations. They call it glitches. This is digital gaslighting designed to make you question your sanity and silence your voice. You're never going to have me question my sanity. Those times have come and gone. Those times have come and gone. So you can keep doing all this crazy crap, but at the end of the day, you're only making yourself look insane. The fact that you do these things with minors, with children. If they do these things with my son, I'm telling you, they're doing these times a trillion with kids much younger. This is the reality of so much evil in our world and how they are doing such horrible things to children. That's why it is our duty as adults, as parents, to stand up to this. Illusions of legal authority. They weaponize systems against you. Court dismisses, agencies ignore, public defenders play passive. Story of my life. When the court denied my Rule 27, they weren't protecting justice, they were protecting power. Exactly. That's why they keep passing all these backhanded legislation rules when it comes to bloggers and people talking. And you know, it's funny, I was looking at TikTok, and all the videos that are negative about DeSantis and him being a fraud and all this stuff are from like a couple years ago, but there's no new videos. No new videos. I'm telling you, when TikTok went down, yeah, there was some funky stuff that United States did. It's all being used as propaganda. They are so, oh man, they're so in deep, it's crazy. Illusion of concerned family. They manipulate people close to you to gaslight, discredit you, and turn on you under disguise of concern. Or use your family against you to do really horrible things. Crazy. Illusion of coincidence. The same patterns happen again and again, but they convince you it's a coincidence. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so. Synchronicities and patterns are right in front of our face. The pattern of targeting is not random, it's orchestrated. Ephesians 6:12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Exactly. Your testimony exposes you're not just a survivor, you're a decoder. You saw the illusion, you refused the script, and you chose divine clarity over societal comfort. Would you like to be, psychological warfare? I'm telling you. Illusions of powerless. They want you to feel powerless. I'm going to end on that. They want you to feel powerless. Like you have no way out. They hold all the strings. I beg to differ. Everybody has power. They have power within them, and there's always a way out. God has designed a way out. And if God has you in certain circumstances like this, it's because God sees a warrior inside of you, and you just walk it out, baby. You walk by faith and knowing God's got